guys, welcome back to another episode of Ant Swag. And on this episode, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about sunscreen. You're not their parent. I know you're not their parent. I know you're probably thinking, why is she talking about sunscreen? We're not their parent. But it is something that when they're in your care, come on. Sunscreen is important. I know it's August now and I'm making this video because I decided to wait till now to make a YouTube channel. Anyway, so one of the things, it is very important that we protect kids and we teach kids what sunscreen is all about and how important it is for them to be wearing sunscreen. And so with my kids, I call them my kids, my nieces and nephews, they know that when Becky's around, don't bite her because she's going to make you wear it. And so they just kind of go like this, and then I'm able to apply the sunscreen, and then they're able to go play. They don't know fully why. I just tell them it's to protect you from the sun, because then people get sick can get sick if they have too much sun. So we're not going to go in the big C word and scare them. But it's not hard, guys. Come on. So one thing I encourage is make sure your kids have sunscreen on. As a parent, as an aunt, uncle, as a cousin, whoever you are, friend, whoever you are to these kids, teach them the importance of sunscreen and the importance of wearing sunscreen, and that it's good for their health. I'm a huge believer in sunscreen, even though I recently got extremely burned. I'm a huge believer in sunscreen. While getting extremely burned, I did have sunscreen. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So one of my things were that I really, the kids know. And I'm more aware of it when they're there because I want them to be protected and careful. So I would encourage you to, you don't have to use the C word, you don't have to scare your kids, but teach your kids that protecting themselves is important. And they don't want to get burned. There's been news reports of kids with like huge blisters on their skin because they did not wear sunscreen, or they did not wear enough sunscreen, or just don't let that happen. I mean, just hearing these children screaming because they're in so much pain, it's like, come on, guys. So I would encourage you to make sure your kids have sunscreen on and they're protected. And there's a lot of different sunscreens out there. I think I have like 5 different ones. Do your research. Do your research as an aunt, as a mom, as a parent, as uncle, whoever you are to the children, to put sunscreen on them. And find the one that you feel is right for you. Right now for the kids, I use Honest. Now, I know there's a huge debate going on about their sunscreen not working, and some people saying their sunscreen works. I have 2 different tubes. I have the old blue tube of the old formula, and then I have the revised formula. The revised formula I did burn on. I'm not mad. Called customer service, talked to them. They gave me some tips for their sunscreen later on, so I'll definitely be using them. I will try it on myself before I try it on the kids, but for right now, the kids will continue to use the blue, the one in the blue tube, until I feel confident that it's not going to happen again. So, you find the right sunscreen for you, and you go from there. So, it's a good thing. It's a safety thing. I probably wouldn't be as passionate as I am if it wasn't for the things that I've dealt with in my life and the experiences I've had. So please put sunscreen on your kids. And that ends today's episode of Ant Swag. Bye, guys.